Hi, I'm Tom Oliver, Vice President of Digital Consulting and Solutions. I'm here with Amy Gilliland today to talk about GDIT's technology investment strategy and the impact it's having on our business. Hi, Amy.
Hey, Tom.
Thank you for sitting down with me and talking about our new investment strategy.
Yeah.
I know this is an exciting new phase for GDIT. Can you talk about why this is a priority for us?
Yeah. So a couple of different reasons. First of all, I think we saw in COVID a change in the cyber posture of some of our adversaries, and simultaneously and subsequently just the geopolitical situation that sort of drives some of that unfortunate cyber activity. So there's a real requirement, and technology is advancing in a way that requires us to behave differently. The other, and maybe even more powerful thing that has influenced the thinking of the company, and my thinking in particular, is I've been out on the road a lot. So we're in Europe, and we were in the Middle East, and then South America, and I just got back from the self-declared center of the universe, Fort Liberty, Fayetteville, North Carolina. And in all of those places, what I'm seeing on the ground and what I'm hearing from customers is this need for technology that they thought they would need at some point, but now has been pulled forward. And so being able to be the company that can bring the technology now to meet the needs of the mission now is really important. And as I know, Tom, because you've been through this with a company over the last 5 years, GDIT is a different company, and we are really well placed to deliver on those needs. So with the acquisition of CSRA in 2018, we doubled the size of the company. That brought a scale to the company that really reinforces the technology that we're delivering to all these customers. We have shaped the portfolio, so moved away from things that are not our core so that we could focus on things like AI and cyber and machine learning and cloud, the things that our customers need today. And, those are important changes in how this company is operating and how it's focused. We've been evolving our growth strategy as a result of what we're seeing in the marketplace, and we're seeing it pay off. We've won some really nice large awards last year, $4.5 billion UDS contract. In the spring this year, we won the $1.7 billion flight school, almost $2 billion of work at the Environmental Protection Agency, EPA. So we can see the manifestations of the evolution of the company. It couldn't come at a more important time.
All right, clearly a sense of urgency. Can you talk a little bit about what comprises the strategy?
Yeah, it's really 4 parts. We have our solutions. So these are our digital accelerators. We wanted to go out to the business because what we're investing in as a company, it really needs to come from the mission. So these accelerators are from the business, for the business, because the business is guided by the customer. 8 of them, you have been at the heart and soul of them, so I don't have to recount all of them for you. But we're talking about things like software factory or zero trust, cyber, AI, 5G, the things that we are hearing our customers say, hey, we really need this right now. Part and parcel of that also is labs. We have really focused on how do we help our customers test prototypes, because they don't need PowerPoints. What they need is tried and true and proven, because they got to get that out there as soon as possible. So, we have Deep Sky, the lab that is our training ground for that UDS contract that I talked about out in St. Louis. We've got a cyber innovation lab downstairs in our headquarters at 3150, our 5G lab. All examples of how we are evolving and pivoting to meet this need now, these emergent requirements that are coming from our customers. We know we can't do it alone, so we've got partnerships, and we've really focused on those partnerships, over 100 with technology companies, so we can harness the investment that these technology companies are making in R&D and bring that to our customers also, build that into the solutions that we know so well how to integrate for our customers. But then the last piece of it, and a critical piece, and my hat's off to you and the CTO team for really embracing this piece, is how do we bring our employees along this journey? So investing in the training for our employees is such an important part of how we're able to deliver all those other pieces of the strategy. And we can't forget about the people part.
I appreciate that. And I love the balance that's being struck between building differentiated offerings, doing more strategic collaboration with our partners, and then investing in the people. And I know as we've taken the digital accelerators out to our customers, we've kind of had to bring with it a consultative partnership.
Yes.
Can you talk a little bit more about how we're doing that?
Yeah. So this is really a huge cultural shift. GDIT in its history has been an excellent executor. We deliver for our customers, we do what's in the confines of the contract, and we implement. But really, we are so well positioned to be there at the beginning, middle, and end for our customers. So how do we evolve? Because we know their environments, we know how they operate, we're on the deck plates with them, so we know the requirements that they have. How do we get into, hey, this is the technologies that are out there? Because as a company, we have those technologies. We have those partnerships, those labs that I described. How do we bring those in to the work we're doing today and into the bids that we have, so that we're there at the beginning in the ideation of what does this technology roadmap look like and what are the alternatives? We're in there in the middle, which is the execution phase, and then we're helping to envision what's in the future for our customers. And so the digital consulting practice, which you lead for the company, that's been a huge part of it. With the scale that we have as a company and so many contracts and customers, we need to harness that to the goodness of everyone. And so that requires this centralized asset, I will call it, maybe a weapon, a resource, with all the specialists that you have in the areas that are so important, like cyber, like cloud, like AI, like quantum, like 5G. But that's just the beginning of it. We have to invest in the solutions that come from that. And as you know, I have always said that the solutions have to come from the business. They have to be for the business, by the business. And it's important that that link stays in place, because what customers needs is not fixed. It changes, it's dynamic. And so we need to evolve the offerings. And you and your team have done a brilliant job of saying, hey, this is what we were designing last year, but now the customer, the threat has changed, or the budget has changed, or the outlook has changed, or they're working with someone. We have to evolve it this year to do that. And I think we've done a nice job of that. But the last piece, and perhaps the hardest piece, is saying this can't be done by a centralized shop. It can't be done just by solutions that we develop for the business. In order for this to be successful, we have to get it to the customer. And that means that everybody has to have a digital consulting mindset. And as you know, that's why we have pushed so hard on educating our employees about these digital accelerators, so that everybody says, hey, I know that we're doing this, even if it's just at a very high level. But creating that mindset that says, I need to help get the work that we are doing and investing in to the customer.
I like how you refer to it as a cultural shift. Yeah, this is a big change for us. And I know we're early in our journey. So what are we seeing so far? Any early wins?
Well, you know, I ask you about this all the time, and you have great charts that sort of reflect it, but we're seeing early returns, and you can measure it. You can measure it in a couple of ways. One, from a, hey, is it helping us in the marketplace? Are our customers happy? We have a lot of customers that are coming into our headquarters interested in learning about the solutions that we've devised. That tells me, yes, this link between the business and the digital consulting practice is working, because you are developing solutions that our business and our customers are interested in. So, okay, check, that's working. We're also seeing it in our wins. So we've had really nice wins, as you know, over $1 billion worth of wins that we can tie back to our solutions, either because it is specifically cited in the award that comes to us, or we subsequently hear from our customers, hey, that was a differentiator for us. I'd say also we're seeing excitement in our employees. So the digital accelerator training that we devised for the lowest common denominator, me, at the beginning, these 15-minute videos, we've seen something like 18,000 registrations. We have 8,000 or more employees that have earned those certifications. That's a buzz. That is these employees saying, hey, like, yeah, we need to move in a different direction.
So really none of this happens without our people being successful. And so, I think as we think about how do we make them, well, how do we bring the right talent, first of all, and then how do we keep them engaged?
Yeah.
How do we support them as they're doing this? What are we focused on to really kind of create that culture of success around our people?
So how do we bring them? Well, first and foremost, they want to come to a company that's working on cool things. So part of the investment and the decision to invest in these solutions in conjunction with the business is a recruiting tool also. Hey, at GDIT, we're working on some of the most emergent technologies to solve some of the biggest problems that our customers are dealing with. We all come to work because we want to have efficacy and know that we are a part of something bigger. So I'd say first and foremost, the very thing that we're doing to evolve the company in this investment strategy is also helping us attract really cool people to the company. I think in terms of keeping them here, employees have to feel like they have a career path and that they can thrive. And so we've done a number of things, as I know you're aware, and put our money where our mouth is. So we have doubled the investment that we're making in technical training and tuition. These are ways that we can upskill and evolve our employees' current technical knowledge base. And that's important for our customers also, because the technology that we're delivering today is not the technology that we're bidding that we're going to deliver in a couple of years from now. We've also quadrupled the number of certifications. Certs is really important to us, being able to bid and win and deliver work, and that is a feather in the hat of our employees also. So that is a thing, again, that is beneficial to the company, to our customers, and to our employees. And then, in addition to evolving their skills, they also want to have new experiences, and they want to move around the company. So we've used technology to help them do that. Career Hub is one of those tools, and this is a tool that is meant to help employees help themselves. Their managers still have an important role, but how can I use a tool to say, this is where I'm at today, these are my certifications, and this is what I'm interested in? Are there opportunities out there now that I could go apply for? Or is there training that I need to do to make me ready to pivot to whatever is next? And just ensuring that employees aren't stale, that they can continue to feel fulfilled at work is a huge investment, both in retention for the company, but also in the future of our employees. And I think that is exciting. And we've seen over 5,000 moves last year. We see that these moves are being driven by our Career Hub tool. So that is pretty cool. And the last thing I'll say is just really focusing on them. We have the people manager training. It's different to lead today than it was before. So I'd sum it up as saying investing in our employees and being that company with a soul that people want to be part of, working on cool stuff.
I love that. When I think about what makes this strategy a good strategy, I mean, there's a lot of things that you can highlight, but one of the things that I've always kind of felt about is it needs to be bold.
Yeah.
And what you've outlined through the conversation has been a lot of bold moves we're making. And I know there's a lot of energy, but there's also high expectations on what we're going to get out of this. So what does success look like for GDIT? How do we measure it to know whether we're being successful?
Yeah, that's a great question. So success for us are our pillars that we're focused on: growth, technical differentiation, our people, and our customer. So on the growth side, are we continuing to see these solutions pay off? Are we technically differentiating ourselves? We can measure that by our capture rate. The dollar value of what we win over the dollar value of what we bid. That is a tangible proof point. And I'm happy to say that we've had really healthy capture rates and seen improvement there in the aftermath of this focus on growth and this focus on investment. So that's a really tangible way to say, hey, are we differentiating ourselves? On the people front, easy to measure also, right? Are we retaining employees? Do they stay at GDIT? And we look at it in a couple of different ways, but I was just showing to the corporation that over the course of last year, we've seen attrition decline. So does this focus that we have on investing in certifications and training, does this focus that we have on internal mobility, did revamping our onboarding process or mentoring our veterans that are coming on board, are all those things helping? Well, it takes a while to declare that we've got it right, but we're definitely seeing improvement there, and I'm really encouraged by that. So lots of ways to measure it, but there's a great vibe at the company right now. Everybody wants to be part of a winning team, and when we win, we're all successful. And really, the last piece of that is, are our customers happy? And I just got back from visiting a couple of our customers, and they're happy, but they see that we're investing in our people, and they see that we're investing in technology. It's an exciting time.
I have to say, I'm excited by it. I'm excited what we're doing now. I love where we're going next and in the future. Amy, thank you so much for sitting down and talking with me about this. I enjoyed our conversation.
Well, Tom, you've been a huge part of this exciting time. So thank you and your team for your leadership in these solutions and for partnering with the business and driving us forward. It's been fun.
Absolutely.
See ya.